Hi, Paola. How are you doing?
Well, and you?
Hi. Yes. Sorry, my internet is a little bit slow. I'm not sure what's going on, but I'm going to have my camera off, okay, for a little bit until it gets better. I cannot hear you very good too. I'm not sure. Can you try speaking a little bit? Hi, Paola. How are you doing?
No.
Sorry, it's the live YouTube channel. Could you speak a little bit, please, Fabiola?
Okay. About what?
Okay, let's check your. I think I hear you very good. But
Okay.
let's check your. How many calls do you have? Really quick. You have 4 so far. All right. So today we have to practice task number 3. Okay.
Okay.
Let's practice really quick. Do you remember task number 3?
It's about the academic lectures.
Yes, exactly. So you always get a passage, not a short passage, around 100 words, and then you will get the same topic on the lecture. No, here you have to find at least 2-3 ideas minimum of the topic, and then in the lecture you have to pay attention to the example. No, especially to the first one. Already depends on how you can organize the information. Okay, so let me see. Okay, I believe whenever you get to some, please let me know so I can scroll the last part, okay? The last 4 words.
Okay.
All right, ready? Do you
Yes.
have some paper to take some notes?
Yes, I have.
All right, great. So I'll leave the screen like that and you have 45 seconds to read.
Okay. Teacher, I am in the Zoom.
Okay, that's okay?
Yes.
Okay. All right, Fabiola, time's up. Did you get at least 2 ideas of the topic? All right. So let's continue to the lecture. That is going to be about the same topic, no? Altruism in animals. Let's take a look to the lecture. All right. Ready?
Yes.
Go.
Now listen to part of a lecture on the topic you've just read about.
The idea that altruism is a uniquely human characteristic that cannot be found in nature might be popular among certain philosophers, but it really has little basis in fact. Actually, altruism is relatively common in the animal kingdom. Well, for example, in certain families of squirrels, when a predator, say like a fox, comes around, the squirrels are known to shriek out to warn their family members about the danger, even if the noise makes them targets for the predator. Similarly, when a herd of, say, wildebeests is attacked, well, stronger members of the pack will try to trample the threat rather than let the young and weak get picked off, even if this subjects them to danger. So what is the reason for all of this, evolutionarily speaking? It seems like a puzzle, right? I mean, why would evolution favor the development of altruistic behaviors that might endanger individual life? The answer is it's a bit complicated, but essentially the answer is that by protecting the entire community, including several relatives, the altruistic animal ensures that the community's genes as a whole can still be passed on. In other words, if a single squirrel dies after, say, shrieking at a fox, but the entire community is spared, well, that means that from a collective perspective, the community's fitness is increased by having altruistic behaviors associated with its members.
Using the points and examples given in the lecture, explain how altruism may be a beneficial characteristic for animals.
All right. So let's take a look to the question one more time. The question goes, using the points and examples given in the lecture, explain how, that's the question, how altruism may be beneficial for, maybe a beneficial characteristic for some animals. No, you have to concentrate on that. Basically the topic, no? Okay, you will have 30 seconds to get ready. All right?
Okay.
All right. Fabiola, thumbs up. And do you have the template, no?
Yes.
Please follow the template. I'm going to show you the timer. You will have a minute. Oh, sorry. You will have a minute to respond, okay?
Okay.
Okay. Let me know when you will start. So go ahead.
Okay. The main topic of the reading is about altruism in animals. The altruism don't only exist in human life. Indeed, the altruism exists in the animal kingdom. In the lecture, furthermore, the professor mentioned an example of about what is the altruism in animals. The example that the professor gives is crows. When a family of crows is in danger, one crow will do a real noise for prevent the others that a predator is there. So therefore, the squirrel will be die for the others. By this way, the old community will be survived, and the genes of collective genes will be increased.
All right. Great job, Fabiola. You did a very good job. You follow the structure for the ideas. No, you replace the linking words with other ones, but it was great. I think you did a very good job. I don't really have much to say, honestly. I think you're doing really good. So let's try another one. Let's see in these last 5 minutes. All right. All right. So just let me know if you've seen this topic before, just in case, so we don't repeat the same topic. All right.
Okay.
So let's take a look really quick. Hopefully the internet will help us. This time we're going to do it a little bit faster. All right. Let's check. This is hypnotherapy. Did we see this?
No.
All right, let's do it. 45 seconds to read.
Okay. Okay, teacher, I think. Okay.
All right, Fabiola, time's up. Let's listen to the lecture, all right? Let's listen. All right, ready?
Now listen to part of a lecture from a psychology class.
Hypnosis is controversial for several reasons. First, not everyone can actually be hypnotized. I mean to say, only certain types of people are able to fall completely under the power of a hypnotist's suggestions. But at the same time, a lot of patients are eager to please their therapists. So for this reason, patients might be likely to pretend to be hypnotized, when in reality, they're wildly improvising. That means hypnotherapy leads to false positives, times when patients exaggerate the effects. People make up memories, totally false information that they otherwise wouldn't have said, just so in order to make it seem like the hypnotism is working. And it gets worse. Sometimes hypnosis might create false psychological problems. For example, these days, a lot of people question whether split personality disorder, or as it's actually called, dissociative identity disorder, whether this disease in which people have multiple personalities, it's questioned whether this is a disease that is found in nature or whether psychiatrists themselves basically created the disorder. It's thought that when psychiatrists question patients suffering from trauma and used hypnosis, they sometimes bombarded them with leading questions. Then these questions basically implanted the idea of split personalities where it didn't even exist before. No one stopped to think that the hypnosis might only reinforce made-up behavior by giving patients an excuse, a scapegoat. Many times, for example, people claim to have been suffering from dissociative identity disorder to avoid being held liable in court for crimes allegedly committed by their other personalities.
Using the points and examples given in the lecture, explain why hypnotherapy has proven to be a controversial form of treatment.
All right, let's see the question really quick one more time. Just you have to explain why hypnotherapy has proven to be a controversial form of treatment. All right, you have 30 seconds to get ready.
Okay.
All right, time's up. Now you will have 1 minute to respond. Okay, ready?
Okay.
All right.
The main topic of the reading is about the hypnotherapy. The hypnotherapy is when the people dream and it's in a relaxation state, and they will be talk about traumas or problems that they have. In the lecture, furthermore, they mentioned that this therapy have a problems. They mentioned two problems. The first problem is that sometimes the people they are not really in this hypnosis, so they can say or pretend that they are in this hypnosis, but they really not. And the second is that with this therapy, they can create personality disorder. For example, if one person have a lot of personalities and that person do an crime, they can he or she can say that it was the other personality. That's it. They do that. Did that.
All right. So it was good. You had a lot of information, but I think you got a little bit nervous.
Yes.
And in the first part, to finish this, in the first part, I think you mentioned the whole idea, and I think it took too much time. No, we have to be a little bit quick. So here you could have mentioned a really short definition of hypnotherapy, for example, and here you could have given another short detail. No, remember it shouldn't be more than 12 seconds per each idea. And then here, I think you did a very good job. However, because here you took too much time, you didn't have enough time here, right? So I think that what happened. However, it was a very abstract content. No, it wasn't very easy to understand. So I think to be the first time, it was, in considering that it was a very difficult topic, you did a very good job. But I will try to check a little bit of grammar because
Okay.
You're having some problems when you want to express your ideas, your thoughts. So, por ejemplo, te voy a decir rapidito, estoy con eso terminamos. Por ejemplo, dijiste aquí al final en el segundo ejemplo, él o ella, ¿no? No sé qué, la. No es necesario que digas, lo puedes decir más corto, ¿no? Directamente them, que incluye a ambos, ¿no? Él o ella. The people, no sé, hay que revisar un poquito la forma en la que nos comunicamos, un poquito la gramática te recomendaría que revises. Bueno, y eso sería todo. Thank you very much, Fabiola. I'll see you at
Thank you,
6.
teacher. Okay, thank you, teacher.
Okay, you're welcome.
Bye.
All right.